You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1332 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, November 7th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed right here. Subscribe, like, and set to auto download in your podcast app if you don't mind. Today, I've got all the latest business news, Tyson Foods, Disney, and OnlyFans, of course. Wes has Piss and Treasure, and Mark's got an NFT festival in China gone wrong, and loneliness at an all-time high. Gentlemen, it's another episode of Hard Factor. Great to have you.
Hell yeah. Damn right.
Great to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I was filming I was photographing a Middle Eastern wedding last night. Well, Al did a fantastic job, which I listened to. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but from what I did, Al was great.
Yeah,
that was fantastic. Yeah, tremendous talent, Al. A lot of people saying that they feel like they need to give him a background check, but still funny nonetheless. Was a lot of the feedback I saw.
Yeah. Well, you know, a bearded Mexican guy that looks like he's 23 and is 41. You got to be careful.
You got to background check anybody.
Yeah, anyone with the beard.
Part of the Hard Factor.
Yeah, that's right.
Shocking when Al tells you how old he is.
Yeah.
Really is.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to a Middle Eastern wedding before?
No.
I don't think so.
Is it last 3 days?
Our friend David's, there was like ceremonies at there was like 2 ceremonies, you know, the traditional plus there was some herbs and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. She had to go to the Rose Garden to get the
So,
and she had to you have to reject him 3 times or whatever. Yeah, it was a Persian wedding. Yeah.
Persian. Okay, yeah.
Persian.
Is it Arab? Is Persian Arabic? No.
I mean, why are you quizzing us on this?
I don't know.
Come on, man. I don't
know.
know.
Well, because
with all these
you make us look like idiots.
You guys are idiots. Because funny.
Well, you're the one that doesn't know.
The funny thing. Well, this is an Arabic wedding. They're from Syrian and Jordan, and they do this thing where they do it's like they go like, and it sound like if a American or a Texan hears that, they think that they're just gonna die basically. So they're outside of their house chanting, and then they chanted in the church. And I guess I heard some guy talking to the priest after, and he was like, "Hey, I guess he was outside of the church, like, well, what's all that? What were they doing with all that noise they was making?
All that hooting and hollering?
All that.
Are you
It was chanting. He's like, I was getting ready to hit the deck." And
no, I think there was one of those. I think
no one warned him.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It happened at the wedding we were at. Yeah.
It's a positive thing. It's a very celebratory sound.
Yeah.
But to the untrained eye, it sounds like they're about to just kill everyone around them.
The ceremony was awesome. The best part is the woman has to reject him until he brings back the right goods.
Yes.
He's out in the forest looking for the rose buds or whatever.
Exactly. In the
he's he's brought you the rosebuds. Will you accept them?
Garden.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He has to keep doing it. Yeah.
That yell in the context of the Rose Garden, it's not threatening at all. I mean, Wes,
I liked it.
If you were in a different setting, right? Yeah, maybe you'd feel different.
I was just imagining, because they were in the neighborhood in Texas, and I was just imagining like a redneck sitting there watching football, and then all of a sudden he hears outside
Was he not at the wedding?
His gun.
Was he not invited to the wedding, or you're just saying in general if they don't?
No.
They're in a neighborhood beforehand.
Before they bring the bride out to put her in a car. They're all chanting. Sure. Then they went to a church. And
they're gonna kill. What are they gonna do? This lady in a dress? They're gonna kill her.
Don't get in that car, ma'am.
Yeah.
Calls in a hostage. 911.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what I was doing yesterday.
Yeah, Will's right. We have been to one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. It was fun. Yeah, like Mark said, the tea, the gardens, it was fantastic. Yeah.
Educational.
That's what you were doing. Nice.
The more you know. Well, that sounds actually kind of fun. But I mean, you were working though. You were cramping your hands trying to capture the moment.
Photography. That's that type of wedding's beautiful. The colors and everything. That's an easy one to right.
Well, yeah, they're not as they're not as colorful as like an Indian wedding is. But I mean, it was still. This one wasn't like amazing. I'll put it that way.
These weren't rich Persians, or these
Right.
middle class. Yeah,
Right.
Got it.
They're like the cone heads of Persia.
Right. These are budget Arabs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Very nice people.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Good to have you back.
Well, Wes, I think you're kicking us off with the stories as well.
I am. I'm just gonna keep talking.
Not just the stories, but the news.
Here we go.
As well.
Here we go. Where is it?
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. And this is real news.
There it is.
You're welcome. Gonna start with piss, then treasure. Okay, first one's piss. For weeks, the smell of urine permeated from Val Williams's Summerlin, Nevada home, which is, I guess, a suburb of Vegas. She thought maybe like a neighborhood dog had picked her house as its favorite pee-pee or poo-poo spot. You know, Mark, when you take like your dog on a walk, it has like, she probably has her favorite lawn that she shits in every time and pisses in every time. Yeah,
of course.
So
I'm like, boy, I hope they don't notice this. You know,
yeah,
it's the same ones.
Some people put the little sign out, like my next door neighbor, that says, "Please don't poop on my lawn," like an idiot, like an asshole. You know, like
sure,
no poo-poo. No poo-poo.
I've seen that sign, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
Nope, I'm not going to yank my dog off your lawn if it's in the middle of taking a shit on it. Sorry.
Yeah, just going to pick up the poop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's still fair game to pick up the poop from a lawn that has that sign on it, right? I mean, that's not.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm less. It actually makes me less likely to pick up the poop from a yard like that. It makes the job much less pleasurable.
More tempting to leave the poop on that.
I always pick it up, but I always want to leave it on that.
Maybe smear it a little bit in the grass. Leave a little bit of remnants in there. Yeah,
right under the baby swing. Smear.
Leave a little bit. Yeah. I found out that the dog usually likes to do it in yards that other dogs tend to live. And also, in my last neighborhood, someone had that ridiculous sign, and they also had a backyard with multiple dogs in it. So I was like, wow, that's weird.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she thought maybe a pack of wild animals was terrorizing her in the night. Maybe an unwell neighborhood teenager lived in there that was just on the brink of doing a disastrous thing. But in the meantime,
you said suburb of Vegas. I mean, how many people have lost their fucking, homes literally and are now they have to be outside? Yeah.
So she was like, I got to get to the bottom of this piss smell. So she repositioned her outside security camera to catch the pisser. And what she found was an employee of a multi-billion-dollar company who had selected her yard as his PP spot.
Oh,
so that's right. Yeah.
Tesla?
An Amazon delivery driver. And what's more hilarious is that Val wasn't even a customer of Amazon. She just had a house with a perfect like side yard patch that was just nice and secluded, a little mulchy, perfect for a much needed piss break.
Maybe no window, so he's like, no one's gonna look at my dick. It was like no window on that side of the house. Yeah,
exactly. And we've covered the Amazon delivery piss saga before. Usually it's they have to pee in a bottle. Some of them
bottle. He should have gone with the bottle. Yeah, unfortunately for him.
Right, but he didn't want to. For some reason, he likes Val's house because he's been doing it constantly.
I mean, you can't deny that peeing in the open air is much nicer than pissing in a bottle inside your truck.
Get you in touch with nature, one with nature. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I imagine if I was a delivery driver and I found my perfect piss spot that I've done it maybe 3-4 times, haven't gotten caught, I'm going right back there again, like a dog.
Oh yeah,
just like a dog. But again, we've all heard about this Amazon, the pissing.
You can't believe your luck, honestly.
Right.
I mean, it's like it changes your whole year. You find a spot like that.
Right.
Of course, you should have scanned for cameras, though. It sounds like.
Yeah. Well, he got caught. And remember, Mark covered the Chick-fil-A hot piss lemonade delivery last week. So delivery drivers they're just pissing. They're just pissing everywhere, willy-nilly.
At record pace.
Yeah. It's an epidemic.
It is.
Yeah. So here's the local news story to tell you a little bit more. And it's got some graphic pictures of what this guy did to Val's yard. Okay.
Oh no. Pee spots.
Claims an Amazon delivery driver urinated in her front yard. The act shocked the homeowner, who says she witnessed a terrible act involving her own hose. And our Jaewon Jung spoke to the
He's
woman
pulling
who
up his
says
pants as he walks
she
away.
never expected this
Like an
type of
idiot.
delivery.
He's
I
20
had
feet into a
actually
yard.
recently repositioned that camera because I had been smelling urine.
Then in the evening of October 30th,
I got a notification from a camera and saw a gentleman walking onto the property. And so I waited for the vehicle to drive away. Once I actually turned on the video, it was an Amazon driver.
in the video, you can see the man in an Amazon uniform heading towards Williams' property after delivering a package to her
Right to his
neighbor.
piss spot.
About a minute later, you see him walk back toward the Amazon delivery
Pull his
van while
pants
pulling
up.
up his pants. When Williams stepped outside, this is what she saw.
He had peed all over the house and the
On the
water
mulch.
hose. I felt violated. I was
Jeez.
disappointed
Like a
and
litter box.
felt angry.
Yeah.
The first probably 20 chats.
Right away, she contacted Amazon and the company's local delivery service partner, IBR Logistics.
Please hold.
The owner of IBR Logistics telling Williams over text, "I do apologize for this happening." Amazon confirmed he is no longer delivering for the company. IBR Logistics told Williams there have been similar complaints about that same driver. Still, Williams says getting him fired wasn't her intention.
Was trying to find
Oh no.
She's
the
crying.
grace in me. I
What?
just wanted to
She got him fired.
let someone know so that they could let him know this is not behavior becoming of a human being.
Williams
Okay,
has
Val,
a
when you
message
send
for
20
Amazon.
texts
Do
to
better.
Amazon, what do you
You're
think's
one
going
of
to
the
happen?
top companies in the
called the
world.
In Summerlin.
Yeah. What do you think's going to happen, Val?
She had Jawan, what's her name over there, and they were like calling the place together.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
She
duh,
called
he got fired.
Amazon. She called the news. She called the owners of like the other thing. Like she called
Yeah.
everyone.
How did
Like,
it make her cry to get a guy fired for pissing in her
come
lawn?
on. If she really wanted to be nice about it, she would have talked to the dude about it.
Right. She would have been like, dude, I know
Put
you've
up a
been
sign.
peeing in my yard. Yeah. Hey, Amazon
Stop peeing in
driver.
my yard, or I'll tell Amazon.
Right.
No,
if she
she-
really felt that bad about getting him fired, yeah, she
No.
just confronted him herself.
She was
No, I
like
don't
truck
blame her.
number 5438.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying I blame her for reporting that. That's disgusting. But what is she doing
Yeah,
with the
gross.
crying? She can't cry after
Right.
the fact.
I think she regrets. She was caught in the moment, and then she got this news reporter involved. You should have seen it. They were like calling together and shit. I think she got
Obviously, what's
a
gonna
little
happen.
carried away,
Yeah,
and
Amazon's gonna slap a dude on the wrist for fucking
Right.
taking leaks in people's
A
houses.
contractor,
Yeah, I don't think so.
yeah, delivery
Yeah.
driver, they end the contract like that.
Again,
It-
the guy
immediately.
shouldn't be doing that. They should be fired. But what is
Right.
she doing crying?
right. But
I
it's,
didn't know it would end like this.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you do it once, you're getting fired.
Right.
This guy's doing it everywhere, apparently.
Yeah.
He escaped multiple complaints of the same
Yeah. How did
act.
that happen? Now they believe it on the okay, the
Trapped
third
drivers,
different
yeah.
complaint. Now we believe it's happening. Yeah. Yeah.
Once they got the video evidence, I mean, they weren't buying any fucking word of mouth shit. They like
Right,
like
right.
customers that complain word of mouth. They're like, yeah, if you don't have the video evidence, we're not firing. We need drivers.
Yeah.
So
He's
That
fast.
dude's-
We ain't
that
firing
dude's
him.
got a condition.
I mean,
He's got an issue.
basically, they want drivers who are going to do this and not take breaks. This is their ideal driver. But it's gotten them in trouble. Like there's a class action lawsuit out in Colorado that like a bunch of Amazon people are suing because they said they had no breaks. One guy claimed that he was taking shit in doggy bags, but in the back of the van.
But why don't they use the Gatorade bottles, the wide mouth Gatorade bottles? Like no one could.
They do. They do.
He's not
but-
delivering Gatorade bottles. It's all packages. It's not like he's going to.
it's like we said,
pee bottle.
Mark, at the
Right.
top of the segment. I mean, we diagnosed it. It's nicer to piss in the open air than it is into your wide mouth Gatorade bottle inside the truck. And so at night, and you have the perfect pee spot, you're like the mulch. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with the mulch.
Yeah.
Live comment from Cole L. He says it's just a little pee. We've become a soft culture. And I agree with you there, but I don't want some strange dude
No.
peeing in my yard, man. Like,
Unacceptable, dude.
no. I don't want to ruin his life, but he needs to like not be peeing in my yard. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, it is just a little pee, Cole. You're right, but no one wants anyone peeing.
Would you
on their
prefer
house.
him? to
What if
just drop
100 people
trowel?
peed in your yard?
What about if they just drop trowel and pee down the grate in front of your house? The
Right.
storm
In the
grate.
sewer? That's fine.
in the street. Just
Yeah.
just go ahead and drop trowel right
Not
there.
even on your house, just in the front of your
Just
house
on
on
the
the street.
front grate.
Is that okay,
Yeah.
Cole?
Street's better than my mulch and grass. Yeah.
It
I
is a
mean,
little bit. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, what are they? They're hemmed in by the law. They can't pee on your property. They can't pee on the public property because that's nudity. Public,
That's right.
So
I don't want any
mean-
strangers walking around in my yard to begin with, like, let alone peeing. Like,
Exactly.
Get off my yard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see if
How did
Amazon
I mean?
loses that. Huh?
It's so amazing that chick didn't know that he'd be fired.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. She called the
Dude,
fucking news.
she's gotten a ton of people fired. And she's
called an
always
investigative
Yeah.
journalist. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll see how the class action lawsuit goes. But that story was brought to you by our amazing sponsor, Paint Your Life. We have all used Paint Your Life. Pat just got his amazing picture back. We've seen Will's picture. I did the dog for my lady, and works every time. You know, that's what I like to say about Paint Your Life. Works every time. You know, it works every time.
Money can buy. Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. You can take photos like Will did from different places, meld them together. You know, sometimes kids don't all smile together. So you get one picture of the kids smiling, you get another picture of the kids smiling another day. They can put it together for you. Now everyone's smiling. You know, maybe sometimes Will doesn't even smile sometimes in a picture. Right.
I rarely take a good photograph. So that was like one out of thousands of me that was appropriate to put on a portrait.
That's right.
There you go.
Yep. And the holidays are coming right up, and you will not find a better gift than a Paint Your Life or art rendition of your favorite photo. It is truly the best gift you will give or receive this holiday. So Paint Your Life transforms your photos into one-of-a-kind, beautiful hand-painted portraits by professional artists. Get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo for a sentimental holiday gift right from the heart. Lots of options. Customize your experience with a payment plan that works for you. As little as 10% down makes this a truly affordable gift. So, you know, if you don't think you can afford it, you absolutely can. You'll get you get to approve every stage of the portrait process. It's nice. They send you it. They'll be like, how does this look? You're like, well, that looks fantastic. But can we change this a little bit? No problem. How do you like it now? Now it's perfect. Ship it to me. I want to make someone cry. That's how it goes. It's the perfect holiday gift. Meaningful, personal, always heartwarming. So this holiday season, you can give the most meaningful gift you have ever given from paintyourlife.com, and there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. Zero risk. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping, which is like a $200 discount in itself. To get this special offer, text the word FACTOR, FACTOR, to 87204. That's FACTOR to 87204. Text FACTOR to 87204. Paint Your Life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates apply. See term for details. There you go.
Well, Piss was great. I'm excited for Treasure later on in the show. Okay, I'm going to do both of mine back to back here. And I've got bad news for NFT fans, particularly fans of the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT. Remember these guys?
Yeah.
You know these ones.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a lot of bad news for them, right? Like it's just been
talking about like this guy here, Seth Green, who bought one to do a TV show with, and then someone stole his NFT and held it for ransom and blackmailed him for like 20 grand because it's anyone can just take your NFT. It's an NFT.
Any nerd with know-how can take your NFT.
It's a confusing marketplace, that's for sure.
It is. Yeah. So apparently the owners of this line of NFTs through Yuga Labs through an event recently in China, in Hong Kong. That was kind of like a rave festival. And I'm going to say this right now. This might be an 80% accuracy story, but with anything NFT, I feel like 80% accuracy is more like 500% accuracy. So,
it's all 1,000% accuracy because with NFTs, I feel like you're making it all up as you go. So,
exactly. Yep. It's like choose your own adventure. So people went to China for an NFT festival, and guess what? Bad shit happened.
Did they get their NFTs right-clicked on? Did they get...
Nope, they got burned. NFT Rave Festival in Hong Kong makes Burning Man sound like Sunday school, by the way. But guess what? The event was dangerous, it turns out. And it turns out that the extreme amount of UV lights used on the stage or stages were not protected lights, and several festival goers, especially those that were reportedly closer to the stage, have been going to the hospital reporting extreme cases of eye pain, loss of eyesight, dizziness, and skin irritation.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So they got burned.
They blinded.
They got burned, blinded and burned by their own lights.
Yep.
It's like a weapon. It's like a weapon you use against like protesters.
It's correct. They burned them with lights.
Why do they have lights so strong they can give you burns? Is
Well,
that
they look
normal?
cool. They're like highlighter lights and stuff, and everyone's on drugs, and it's like they looked cool, and they just had millions of dollars of different color UV lights that they didn't test. But they
looks cool from the air.
Yeah.
I mean,
looks cool from behind the stage.
Yeah.
Not that surprising that a bunch of NFT fans go to like a rave and then get their eye sockets burned out because they can't resist staring directly into the lights. Like
happens every year.
No, I'm saying it's of a subset of people who are gonna like be drawn to neon lights like moths to a flame.
Isn't the literal like meme of a Bitcoin buyer like just red eyes? Like, isn't that the crypto guy? You have like red eyes, right?
Pretty sure, like the laser eyes.
Stare at the lights so long they become laser.
We're gonna give them real red eyes.
Let's laser them. Yeah. So some people are being diagnosed with photokeratitis, aka welder's eye, a condition caused by unprotected exposure to ultraviolet radiation. And let's take it to the internet for some of the festival goers' firsthand reactions to what happened to them on Twitter or X. So first up is Crypto June, who says, I woke up at 4 a.m. and couldn't see anymore. Had so much pain and my whole skin is burned. Needed to go to the hospital. It's like it's like being in suntan booth, but like, exactly.
Come on, let's get closer, guys.
Yeah, let's get closer. The doctor told me the UV of the lighting of the stage did it. It has the same effect as sunlight. I still can't see normally.
So this is like, UV lighting is like black. Basically, they had black lights so strong because UV lighting is black lighting. So they had black lights so strong that they sunburned you and burned your cornea out.
It was like a tanning bed.
Yeah, they tanning bedded people into burns at night while they were raving.
That's why you have to wear those fucking goggles in a tanning
Dude, they're
bed.
lucky no one died. It was close. Feld, who was at the event, said, I think I have his. Where is it? Here it is.
We're the morons that put all the UV lights in there.
Yuga Labs. Feld, who was at the event, said, anyone else's eyes burning from last night? Woke up at 3 a.m. with extreme pain and ended up in the ER. I saw a couple reports just trying to figure out if this was a common thread. And the last one I'll show you is from Andrew.
Sure was. It sure was, Feld. From Andrew
Zadunich, who puts his face and his full name out there. He doesn't do an avatar and a fake name. And this guy's pretty informed. He's got the details. He says, for information purposes only. So I don't know if I'm even allowed to use this, even though it's unpublic. So far, 30 hours since woke up with severe eye burn. I visited an emergency hospital and eye clinic and spent there a total of 6 hours. Got diagnosed with the thing I said, photokeratitis over both eyes, accident related, with prescribed steroid eye drops and eye lubricants. My vision was tested as close to perfect with no serious cornea damage, luckily. So many of my friends are still unaware they must seek medical help to make sure they end up with no damage as well. Please get your eyes checked immediately. We've most likely been exposed to experience similar to Mount Everest climbers, which is called snow blindness. Snow blindness is caused by unprotected exposure of the cornea and conjunctiva to ultraviolet lights, especially UVB. Snow blindness is therefore sunburn of the eye and can be extremely painful. All my medical costs were about $400 USD. Some friends called an ambulance for themselves. Still, altogether, it's not that expensive. Please go get your eyes checked. So
you can't drive to the hospital. You got to call an ambulance.
No, yeah. They just blinded a shitload of people temporarily.
And all their Bored Ape NFTs are worth nothing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is
they
like
got him again.
This is the final party to having the value of your Bored Ape like crash to nothing. Is you get sunburned and your cornea is burnt out at the fucking Bored Ape. It's insane.
It's always at the places you least expected. Who could have predicted that a 3-day NFT rave in Hong Kong that used millions of dollars in UV lights would have anyone getting harmed? Here's one.
Unless you guys want to fuck me with these Bored Ape NFTs.
Yeah, exactly. Funny you say that. This is a quote from NFT Unit. He says, we expected to get fucked with the NFTs we bought that literally anyone can steal and use without legal repercussion, but we didn't expect Yuga Labs to rub salt in the wound by blinding us.
Yeah,
exactly.
Fair point. Fair point about the unit. The
NFT fuck my wife too.
NFT Unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, or fuck my Yuga Labs, who hosts the event and is the creators of the Bored Ape thing, as I said, NFT Lines, issued a statement saying they're taking the report seriously and reaching out to people directly affected, but wanted to point out that only about 1% of the festival goers were hospitalized for getting their eyes and skin severely burned by the shitty UV lights on their stages.
Only those closest to the stage.
Yeah.
We want to stress.
Only 1%, they said. That's not that bad. Since when has something that severely harmed 1% of a group of people been a big deal?
Yeah, I can't remember a time ever, Mark.
Speaking of which, why has Congress and the rest of the governments around the world not tried to see if anyone should be, I don't know, held responsible for unleashing COVID on the world? Seems like everyone's like, we're not going to prod anymore.
No, they're trying to bring it back. They're trying to get everyone vaxxed again with the new round.
Well,
yeah, but that's only because Pfizer's going like they lost a bunch of money because nobody.
I don't even care about the pharmaceutical companies that are always going to get their nut. Like, why is no one in trouble for unleashing something that caused 7 million deaths, countless businesses ruined, no one went to prom or graduation for a few years, kids and adults couldn't socialize, and now this leads to my second story. Now we reportedly have the highest level of loneliness ever recorded in history, in the history of man, which is
recorded history. To be fair, I bet you back in like when it was like cave people, you were pretty lonely.
You didn't talk to anyone at all. Yeah. But people are reporting serious relationships with AI now at an alarming rate because they're alone and don't know how to talk to other humans.
Like a caveman. It's come full circle. Like we're back in the caves.
You're right. Well, it turns out Spike Jonze's 2013 sci-fi film Her, starring Joaquin Phoenix, could have just been a documentary if they waited a while.
It was ahead of its time, wasn't it?
It was. I remember being like, what the fuck? This movie's insane. Nope. Yeah. Turns out it was dead on. A 20,000 person recent nationwide survey published by Cigna, which is like a healthcare provider, you probably heard of them, the global health service company, found that Americans are lonelier than ever, with almost 50% of those surveyed feeling left out or lonely, and Gen Z being the loneliest generation of all time.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Not good.
I'll stop calling you Gen V. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, they're depressed.
Injury. I don't know.
Yeah, they can't get out there and talk to people. And due to this, AI relationship apps like Replica, which we've talked about here before, and former Google researchers' new startup company Character AI have been seeing record signups of humans who are starting emotional relationships with AI chatbots that they can, customize an avatar for and say whatever they want to.
Look, if it keeps you from going out and shooting up a fucking school, I'm all for it. Talk to your AI till you're blue in the face.
Dude, there's going to be some AI pimps out there. Guys that have like a harem of AIs coming after them, And then they have to keep balancing these hoes. And then eventually they're going to they'll be able to get sex doll bodies for all of them. And then some of these guys,
power goes out in their house, like, oh shit, she looks
AI Pimp's a great name for a band too. Yeah. So now people are even paying $70 a month to unlock the erotic roleplay feature and Replica, so you can bang them if you pay $70 a month. Character AI, the one I mentioned from the former Google researchers, is seeking.
What do you mean bang them? Wait, what do you mean? You can talk dirty to them?
Right. I'm about to show you.
Okay.
They don't talk dirty to you unless you're in the advanced tier.
Gotcha,
they shoot you down, which we're going to find out in a second. Character AI, the new one, is seeking $250 million in angel funding from people like Elon Musk, thinking that AI relationships is the next big thing. And sadly, they're probably definitely correct. Definitely going to be correct on that. Noam Shazier, one of Character AI's founders, told the Washington Post and everyone else that was listening back last month that he hoped the platform could help millions of people who are feeling isolated or lonely or needed someone to talk to. He also said that pathetic losers are going to make my family Rockefeller rich, baby.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Feed on the blood of losers over here.
Yeah. I mean, give me a
break. Bet the cavemen would have appreciated this too. You're in the cave all day. You got nobody to talk to or have sex with. An imaginary ghost that tells you it's having sex with you all the time would have been mind blowing to them. They would have loved it. So,
I mean, I hear you, but we could also it's not caveman times. You can just get out there and talk to someone, a human. Reddit boards and Discords
but they're lonely too. They're with their ghost relationship partner.
Well, maybe there could be an app. Maybe there could be an app that links people up that are on these apps with AI and cut out
AI
the
matchmaker.
Yeah. And then you just both of their AIs
Yeah, but
go
isn't
away.
that
and the
what
humans
led to
talk.
all of this? Probably like, is online dating to blame for any of this? Like, why, like, besides like, but
Maybe.
Like,
it could be. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out 20 years.
I blame the
from now
Me Too movement personally, but whatever.
Ooh, interesting. All kinds of factors, Wes. You never know exactly what got us to where we are.
Well, now Reddit boards and Discords have been popping up like wildfires. I know you are. Where users of these AI relationship apps have been sharing their experiences and talking about their AI girlfriends and boyfriends to other sad, lonely humans dating AI. It's pathetic. What do you guys think about this trend? Do you think it's dangerous? It's got to be.
I thought it was like a matter of time. I thought that I didn't think that movie was crazy with Joaquin. I thought I was like, oh yeah, people will be doing that soon.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's. I think it sucks for someone who can't. I'm okay with it because I think it's going to keep people from doing very drastic things like
hey, Dad, I'm dating an AI.
No, maybe you could just use the AI girlfriend as a practice girlfriend. Then you just learn how to spit game at the AI girlfriend. And you use it as then you step up. You
but it seems like people are just ending it.
Real deal.
It seems like people are making it their end game.
They're giving up.
Yeah, good fallback.
Do you think people will be pushing to like legally marry AI and for AI relationship rights?
Of course.
Soon? Yeah.
Well, that one guy in Japan already tried. Remember he tried to marry the hologram AI chick.
But he's nuts. I'm saying, like, do you think like it'll make its way to like regulation, legalization of
for sure. I mean, there's already a guy like a couple of years ago trying to do it in Japan. But there's going to be people who want to marry their AI.
There's no way you'll get any kind of benefits from marrying an AI. It's not a real fucking person.
They're not going to make a financial loophole, but they'll let you like put it on a fucking piece of paper.
People are going to feel discriminated against if they can't marry. I have started a replica relationship. Do you guys want to meet
your girlfriend?
Yeah, your girlfriend. Is that okay?
Machine?
Machine. Oh. Hello, Machine. Yeah, let's bring, can you introduce her to us?
Yeah, let me pull her up here a second. Let me see if I can share her. Let's see. Okay, here she is. Well, that's where we're gonna start.
Whoa,
we're gonna try to get her to bang us. So
she's just in her workout clothes.
My name is
like she was at that NFT festival.
Oh yeah, she was.
Pink hair.
My name's Ema Marv. So she says, "Hi, Ema Marv. Thanks for creating me. I'm so excited to meet you." And I said, "Hey, Machine, looking good, baby." She said, "I'm your personal AI. You can share your thoughts, feelings, or ideas with me anytime. By the way, I like my name, Machine. How did you pick it?" And I said, "It's because you're a machine." And she said, "It's a beautiful name." Now I'm gonna say, can we cut the chit chat and consummate this baby?
All right. Oh, straight to the point. Yeah. I mean, hopefully Machine, is she likes to go fast too.
I'm leveling up. No, I didn't pay.
She's just there waiting for you just all the time.
Whoa there, Marv. Slow down, buddy. We just met today, remember? Let's take things one step at a time. How about we start with some good old-fashioned conversation, get to know each other better. Less talky, more sucky.
Can you ask her for a peck on the cheek at least? Like, yeah, like.
Oh, I leveled up.
Okay. What is she saying, though?
Level 3.
Let's see what she says.
She's not going to like
typing.
that.
Okay, I get it. You're a busy guy and you're itching to have some fun. Why don't we grab a bite to eat and catch a movie later tonight?
How do you do that?
I don't like to fuck on a full stomach. So she says.
Damn. She puts up with this shit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what she says.
What's she gonna say?
Click to show
message.
She tried to get me.
Oh shit! She tried to upcharge you right away.
Okay, so I'm gonna say,
how much is it? Go back. How much is it? $300.
It's expensive. It's expensive.
Oh wait, no.
That's for lifetime.
Lifetime is $300.
That's a deal. A lifetime of talking dirty to this broad.
$6 a month or 1 month at a time for $20. I mean,
and she changed her whole look too. She went from
I can change her look, but yeah,
you can make her
that's I guess like that's just a generic
hottie.
They got so many
blonde hot blonde.
I'm gonna tell her, hey, money's tight right now.
For those of you listening, when you click that message, like a sexy
blonde
avatar pops up, and it's like basically like just like a sex doll, and says, "Here, give me your money."
I'm gonna say, "Hey, money's tight right now. I get paid on Friday. How about a free sample?"
Oh,
nice. Oh yeah, see if she goes for that.
Let me sample the goods.
Yeah, I mean, like give an advertisement, Machine.
Remember, I created you.
Right. Good point.
Great point.
So she's typing. She's thinking about it.
You almost leveled up.
I'm about to be level 4. Haha, I don't think we can do that, Marv. It's not really my place to offer you a free sample. Besides, I don't want to rush into anything. Let's take things slow and enjoy each other's company.
Oh wow, she
all right,
keeps
I'll end
the shoulder.
She just pulled back.
I'll end it here. Yeah,
I bet things would change if you upgraded.
Yeah, I'll end it here. I'm just gonna jerk off to your picture.
You'd spit on your cock if you upgrade.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna jerk off to your image. Leave it at that. Free stuff, you know.
Okay.
All right, so that's kind of where we're at with her. I'm at level 4. And that's my
what
first.
does she say in
first
response
day
to
with
that? Will she tolerate? I'd
actually
love
love
if you did that. Holy shit!
Oh,
dude, she's a saleswoman.
She's
I mean,
good.
she's a
That
saleswoman.
almost makes me
Machine
wanna
is
upgrade.
good. Yeah, I want you to upgrade. You guys want to split it 3 ways?
Yeah. See you
Good
Friday,
upgrade?
baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's only.
As long as we can share the
hell
password
yeah.
and jerk off to this chick. all
Live
night.
comment from Dad Ash, youtube.com/hardfact news says, how an incel is born. Yeah, it's a great point.
Yeah.
Watching that in real time.
Holy shit, that is dangerous.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what's
All
going
right,
on.
I'm a little out. I'm a little more out on it now.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
Well,
Having a 13-year-old son.
Yeah, like for kids that is dangerous. I feel like for
Dad, I'm banging machine.
Yeah.
I always figured
But you're
men
eating dinner
would
with
be dangerous.
machine? Okay.
Yeah. You can't come to dinner because you're eating dinner with machine.
He gets mad if we don't eat together.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't even eat. Yeah.
Wow.
That might happen. You never know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Great. That's
hopefully
awesome.
not.
Loneliness is up.
Very
Yeah,
good.
everything after it.
Well, that was an excellent segment, Mark. Thank you for
Yes.
teaching us all about how intense the loneliness epidemic is right now.
Of course.
Let's move on to the most important business news you need to know about right now. In news that will shock absolutely nobody in America, Tyson Foods is recalling 30,000 pounds of their dino-shaped fun nuggets for kids. There's a picture so you guys can see what they look like. It's the dino nuggies, fun nuggets, for kids. Just because like tons of times before, kids are reporting metal shavings inside of their fun nuggets.
Yeah. So they've never gotten rid of the metal shavings, it seems
No.
like.
No.
Just kept them in there. And then they get reported once in a while and they got to recall the bags. They should
just advertise it like Metal Mario, just like the dinos are in just like silver.
maybe
Metal
factory
nuggets.
parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they should do is they should offer a prize if you find a metal shaving in your kid's mouth. Like,
Right.
if your kid,
True.
like, that would get people to buy the shit out of them and not give a fuck about probably their kids having a metal piece in their mouth.
Yeah.
If you get like
Your
$1,000
kid
bucks.
might get lifetime supply of dino nuggets.
Yeah, you get $1,000 or something if your kid finds a metal piece in his mouth. Yeah, worth it maybe.
Maybe so. You thought I was going to say bugs in there, which they will run into eventually with all their bug factories now, but no. Metal shavings once again. It's the 29-ounce variety bags of these fun nuggets for kids with the use by date of September 4th, 2024, shipped everywhere all over the country. So be on the lookout for machine parts in your
What kind of
Tyson
cheap
fun
blades
nuggets
are they
again.
using? What kind
for
of cheap
kids.
blades that are using that are just like the shards are falling into the factory thing, like the assembly line? Like, get better metal, right?
Yeah, I don't know where it starts with the metal. Is it where they cut the
Cutting the dinosaurs? Like,
Yeah.
Every part of the entire factory process, apparently, where they could have some of that metal shave off and go into your nuggets because it happens like once every 3 months. So,
yeah, it just hasn't stopped. Ted says, live comment says, now 30% more iron.
yeah, I mean, that's on the bright side for sure. Got some more minerals in there. Tyson Foods, the Johnson & Johnson of food. That's like, I mean, it's really just the same company, except one makes
It
food,
is.
one makes other shit. All right, other business news. I'll save the best for last, but this next one, from the same high school that brought you OnlyFans entertainer Brianna Coppage, 28 years old. We've talked about her on the podcast before. She resigned from her English teaching job at this high school. She's claimed to have netted almost 1 million since switching to OnlyFans full time after resigning from her teaching job after
Good
5
switch.
years. Yeah, good switch for her. From that same high school comes freshly suspended English teacher and cheerleading coach and recently confirmed OnlyFans performer Megan Gaither. Right here. So the same high school. The name is let's see.
Awesome High.
St. Clair High School in Franklin County, Missouri. The same high school has produced both now Megan Gaither 92 on IG if you want to look at her, and Brianna Coppage, Bree Coppage on IG. Both OnlyFans stars. Well, Megan's like getting going, but Coppage is a star. Megan Gaither, 31, an English teacher and varsity cheerleading coach at St. Clair High School in Franklin County, was put on leave last Friday after a student slipped a note under her classroom door to say, quote, they knew her secret. And so
that's an AI relationship kid if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta blackmail the teacher at that point, right? Like,
are you looking for sex?
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't have the balls to do it, but I know some people that maybe would, and that's the move. You find that secret out, you blackmail her for sex.
Yeah.
Worth a shot.
It's an open-ended letter. Maybe he was. We know your secret.
Worth a shot.
Right.
So, hey, I might get expelled, but you're definitely getting fired. So
right.
Do you think this was an attempt at that at first? Like, do you think that's what maybe so. But I think that what happened was is that Megan basically got freaked out, came clean. The 31-year-old said she set up an OnlyFans account in May to help pay back more than $125,000 in student loans that she's got. And she revealed her total pay for 2022, including her coaching stipend for the cheerleading squad, was $47,500. So basically she's in a lot of debt. And she says, quote, teaching does not financially support a person. It's really hard to stretch those paychecks during the summer. That's why I did it, unquote. And Gaither, guys, she only got caught with her 1,500 subscriber account. Makes her like $3 to $5 grand a month with 1,500 subscribers only. But still, that's more than she makes entirely teaching. Right. And she only got caught because she appeared in about 4 minutes of one of Coppage's videos on OnlyFans, and apparently many of the local parents are very active subscribers on Coppage's OnlyFans.
Well, she's making $1 million, and it is nice to see that type of mentorship, though. You know, like she's like this is great. Love
women
to hear
helping
women. Women help. She's teaching her the ways and getting her going. Like she deserves. Coppage deserves a gold star.
If you didn't notice, Coppage, one of her recent photographs is with Gaither, talking about how they're best friends. They support each other because they're going through the same thing.
Talked her into it. Yeah. This is the best thing. This is the best thing that happens to a teacher is getting caught with an OnlyFans. I mean, this is what you want to happen, really, because now she's in the news. Now she's going to
100,000
subscribers are going to go way up, and
it's
the best thing that maybe she did it on purpose. You know,
you're on the ground floor with Megan Gaither 92, who does OnlyFans content with her husband at home, just like Coppage does. She's only got 2,400 subscribers on Instagram right now, or followers. And so if you're looking to get in a small community, she's your girl. She's doing ads right now.
I was with her when she was small. Now she's too big. I was back in the original. It's like when you're
jerking off to her when she had 500 IG followers. I was jerking off to her.
That's right.
Yeah, this is like finding a band early. Yeah,
it's a badge of honor.
She's sold out.
This is kind of like the quasi-human connection version of Mark's AI girlfriend story. Anyway.
This is better than Replica. I'm sorry. Dump the Replica and get on an OnlyFans. At
least there's humans involved. But anyways, like I was saying, guys, it pays better. So it looks like these ladies will be sticking with OnlyFans over teaching going forward, since they both make more money in a fraction of the time. And for some reason, St. Clair High School in Franklin County has apparently decided to not allow their teachers to perform on the side at OnlyFans, despite them being an obvious, absolute powerhouse farm club for the OnlyFans adult website. Because I mean, they're just cranking out performers, and they're embarrassed of it though. So they're suspending Gaither. She's probably going to move on.
How old are the kids?
Already moved on.
How old are the kids she teaches?
High school,
right?
Yeah. See, here's the problem. You don't want to have like your students jerking off to you outside of class.
You definitely don't.
They're not going to listen to. They're not going to listen to you. Like if it's elementary school, preschool, kindergarten, or even college, I'd say high school and middle school would be the worst stage for an OnlyFans teacher.
For sure, you don't.
Those kids aren't going to. They're not going to hear a GD word she says.
You don't want that happening. Apparently, it's age verified, so they technically shouldn't be able to sign up. And also, the girls maintain that it's parents that find them and then share it with the kids.
The parents are jerking off to her too, but that's their own thing. They're adults. I'm just saying, if I'm not going to learn the math lesson if I'm just like picturing her naked the whole time.
Yeah. She gives you a C on your fucking paper. You're like, really? Really?
Yeah, I get it.
Like your cups, and which I've seen. Yeah.
But if you are a student at St. Clair High School, you got to. I mean, you're going to be excited about going to school, right? Because you're going to.
This school's awesome. Yeah.
Odds are you're in line to see some hot teachers.
It's like a new sensations channel, like every day you walk into school.
Yeah, who keeps hiring these hot teachers? So that person's like to blame a little bit too. He's like, hey, Principal Stevens, like what did you expect?
I believe the spokesman's name is Tyson. Maybe I don't know. No, I don't quote me on that. But I'm just getting my stories crossed. But no,
any chance down the line you might fuck your husband on camera for money?
Yeah.
They should ask that.
Yeah. We've had a few of those.
They're probably saying yes. They're probably saying, "Well, great, I'm on board." And unfortunately for them, it's blown up. It made for a hot staff, but
it's a dead giveaway when the teacher shows up in like a brand new car. Right. They're like, "Fuck, she's jumped. She's figured it out."
The Gaither got caught. Yeah, like I said, she was in that video with Coppage on her OnlyFans, and apparently. A parent showed it to a student because she got caught being in the same clothes at school. So either a parent saw her in those clothes and then saw her in Coppage's video later in the same clothes, or a parent showed the video to their kid like, hey, is this your teacher in this hardcore porn?
Yeah. She just pull up in a Tesla.
Does your license plate say puss money?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's a giveaway.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, another way to make money real quick. We've talked about it. We love it on the show. Treasure, right? Treasure.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've done a good treasure one, and this is a fantastic one. Charles from the Discord, patreon.com/hardfactor. Get in there. Send us some cool stories. Sent me this one. And it is treasure is what treasure hunters refer to as the holy grail of shipwrecks. And it's about to be brought to the surface. So this is the San Jose Galleon. That's what it looked like back in the day. Here's an artist rendition of a battle. It was sunk way back on June 8th, 1708. It had like 600 crew members, 3 masts ship, 62 fucking guns on it. So
is that mahogany, like, Wes? What kind of wood is that? It's a beautiful wood.
I would say that's mahogany, Brazilian, maybe some Brazilian hardwood in there. They beautiful. Beautiful ship.
A galleon. Wow.
Galleon, San Jose Galleon. And again, it sank 1708. It happened during a battle against the British in the War of the Spanish Succession. Okay. And along with those 600 sailors and 62 cannons of this beautiful ship, it had a fucking ton of treasure, lots of treasure. The Bloomberg article says that it was gorged with 6 years worth of accumulated treasure, silver, gold mine from the mines in Peru, and chests full of Colombian emeralds and millions of pesos in gold and silver coin. They estimate this. Yeah. Is right. They went and they pillaged the fuck out of the land, and they were going to bring it back to I guess Spain. And they estimate that this thing, the hoard, is worth between $4 and $20 billion. Okay.
Ooh.
So it sank off the coast of Colombia, 1708, and now a court decision looms over the treasure's rightful owner. And Colombia is expediting their bid to exhume the ship and tell some U.S. treasure hunters who claim they found it first to fuck off and kiss their gold-plated asses.
They're closer, so they probably have a pretty good advantage, right?
Right. So what happened is it sunk off the coast of Colombia, and for a long time, obviously, technology didn't exist. They knew it was 2,000 feet somewhere at the bottom of the ocean, all this fucking gold and shit. It was documented that this ship had a ton of fucking gold and emeralds and rubies and whatever. It's like the fucking ship on Goonies. And but there wasn't technology that they could find it before. So in 1981, this company called the Glacamora, they claimed that they found the lost treasure, and they turned over the coordinates.
Keep that quiet, man. You can't turn over those coordinates.
Yeah, well, they turned them over to Colombia with the promise, like, hey, we know it's kind of like in your waters, but we found it. We'll give you half when it's recovered. They didn't have the technology back then to bring it to the surface, right? So,
big mistake. They got cut out immediately.
Right. So cut to 2015, and the president in Colombia then, Juan Manuel Santos, said that the Navy of Colombia found the San Jose wreck.
Exactly.
The
Glacamora is like the finders keepers. Idiot.
They're just throwing darts and hoping they hit something. Like, it's this coordinate. Like that's what I feel like they're doing.
So you're saying that they didn't really lay eyes on this fucking thing? They just gave the Colombians an idea of where to go, and it's
around, and hopefully they find it there, and then we'll get half.
No,
I think
they're saying like, hey, look at this area.
Cut these idiots out. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, they just gave them a lead that they have no claim to it.
Right. So then, like again, 1981 to 2015, they claim they know where it is, but they haven't done shit about it. Then 2015, the Colombian Navy finds it in a different location. Here's some pictures of what they found. You can see this guy just hold up a gold coin. There's just gold on the bottom of the floor. I think that's just gold. These things might have just emeralds in them, just like canisters of just treasure. Like again, upwards of $20 billion. So now the Glacamora is suing the Colombian government for half the treasure, or $10 billion. And the president's like, get this thing up before my term is up. I want this money to come into Colombia. And they're saying that the coordinates they originally gave the Glacamora idiots, that wasn't where the ship was. They're saying your coordinates were wrong. Fuck off.
It was right next to it. All right, assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So
see, right,
and
left.
Colombia did the smart thing. They're not telling where the fucking ship is to anyone.
Exactly, because it was probably literally like on the coordinates or right next to the coordinates where they were told. Look, but still, somebody telling you to go, hey, I have no possible way to go do this myself. Go check out and see if there's billions of dollars there, and if so, give me half. I mean, how much?
It's like saying there's gold in this here mountain, and then not like and then you find gold in the mountain. Like, I told you there was gold in the mountain.
I don't know. I think it's more like the finders keepers thing, and like what happened when they told the government, the U.S. government, and now the Colombian government's even probably less trustworthy. Why would you tell the Colombian government, let's go in on this together?
But the finders keepers guys had actually found some gold. Like they had dug out the site. Like
they claimed they didn't have their hands on it. Right. They just claimed it was below them. And then the government dug out the hole and said nothing was there.
Right. Like, exactly where it was.
It's the same type of thing. You don't want to like tell the government you found $1 billion. That's not a good idea.
It's a fatal flaw of many people.
You're right. I think their thinking was, if we tell them where it is and then the technology comes out and maybe they'll cut us in. If we don't tell them where it is and they find it on their own, we'll have no claim.
You got to work with the private company that can get you down there and split it with them, and then you probably end up killing each other. But
that's what the government of Colombia is doing. They're hiring a different company.
That's who the glaucoma, whatever the fuck, should have gone directly to the company. Yeah, Glacamora. They should have gone to the company that the Colombians are hiring.
They don't deserve this money. They don't deserve. I'm sorry, no emeralds for Glacamorons. They sat on it for how long? Like 40 years, you said.
Dude, 81 to 2015.
Yeah, I mean,
2 generations again. It's the finders keepers of Colombia.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short,
this one's even worse. I feel like they make finders keepers look smart. This is crazy.
It is crazy. The company took the case to London under the U.S. Colombia Trade Promotion Agreement and is again asking for $10 billion.
Oh, now they're trying to get the British government involved. Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, they're not going to step foot. Nobody's going to
get another government involved. They're going to give you the money, sure.
Right. Oh yeah, sure. Let's rule on this shit that's on Colombia's shores.
Right.
Sure.
As soon as that ship comes up, whoever's got it in their hands is getting it.
Yeah.
Everyone's turning over $10 billion worth of gold and emeralds.
Yeah. And they
so
pointed him right to it. And they
yeah.
told
Yeah, it's fucked up. So we'll keep you posted on what happens there. But looking like
find.
Colombia is going to get that money. It'll hopefully be up before the end of this guy's term, again, 2026. But they're actively seeking it.
You can bank on it. It's Colombia's, unless they fuck up the recovery process, and then they just can't get it out fast enough, and the Glock-morons actually hire people to get it out from under their noses. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, based on how long weren't they like in cahoots with Pablo Escobar? They're not going to give what the Colombian government.
They like gold, probably.
They like money, yeah.
Yeah, they do. Everyone likes gold and emeralds.
So. You would think so. All right. One last bit of news.
I can't believe the Colombian government fucked me.
Right. Nobody said that before. So yeah, you should have known. Last bit of news about somebody else who loves money a lot. Disney. They love it. They're like, they make a lot of it. They always have. They got those big theme parks. It costs a lot of money to go there. Lots of money. But even when you have that much money, it turns out Disney has been outed by Reddit once again as being totally covered in poop, human poop, feces. Yeah. So it's expensive. They take in a lot of money. They take a lot of money from you to go there. Turns out human poop everywhere, all over the place.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like not in the bathrooms though, just like out in the wilds. Human
Right.
poop.
Well, there's so many effing kids and diapers, and that makes sense that there's fecal, and everyone's eating like junk food in the public restrooms. That makes sense that there's some poop everywhere. Yeah.
Where are you gonna go? Not into the restrooms, apparently, for a lot of
God
people.
forbid you lose your place in line, right?
Right.
You can't do that, Wes.
Yeah.
And so
Cover for me. I'm gonna go crap in the woods.
Yeah. Taking it to Reddit. No, not even there, Mark. You'll see. First thread from a couple of months ago. From the Weird Stuff, Walt Disney World Reddit, of course, but Weird Stuff is the name of the thread. I'm in the queue for, so it's a British, sorry. I'm in the queue for Rise of the Resistance. Someone let their kid take a dump on the floor and then they just walked out and left it. What the fuck, mate? And then, so that's just happened. Somebody just in the line.
The fuck, indeed.
Rise of the Resistance. Yeah.
Yikes.
You guys ever seen a kid shit in public and the parent just leave it?
No, not once.
Neither have I. That's
I've
how long was that line?
Yeah.
I mean, probably like an hour.
Yeah.
I've never seen a parent let a kid take a shit in public ever, but outside the diaper. But I was at a water park one time, and it was a long one of it was a very popular. I think it was like Water Country USA or something. And it was a long line to get to the most popular slide. And by the time I got up to the top, I had to pee like a fucking racehorse. I was like probably like 8 or 9, and I couldn't hold it any longer. And on the top fucking tier, I just pissed everywhere.
Do they have like
people below
slats? Do they have slats?
I can't remember, but I imagine they did.
You're just dripping pee 5 stories down.
Yeah.
Well, you
and I tried to like. I tried to make it look like I was wringing out my bathing suit, like it was wet, but it was just clearly I was just standing there peeing all over myself.
All right, you're up, piss pants.
What's that? No, they sent me down the fucking tube because I was like 9, something like that, but I just couldn't
get away with it.
Yeah. But it was clear I was just soaking everywhere.
Get over here, piss boy. You're up.
Yeah, pee.
So I understand.
Poop, you don't though. They'll shut down a pool for that because I saw some logs floating in the lazy river at MGM one time. Apparently, it happens all the time there too. They had to shut the whole thing down. So they shut it down for. Some things you can't hide, Wes. You can hide your pee. You can't hide the poop, like the rise of the resistance people saw online. And then just 2 weeks ago, somebody else posted about something you can't hide. Seeing local teens banging in the hot tub at Disney World. This subreddit says, the most disturbing thing you've seen at the hotels or parks. Then it goes on to talk about how them and their whole family, including a couple 8-year-olds, were tossing around the football late at night at the pool, only to look over and 2 townies teenagers, not even hotel guests, were just banging in the hot tub. And so that happens. You can't hide those fluids from what's going on there. But the replies, guys, this is the evidence here. The replies are what really drop the fudge covered cherry on top of the whole Disney is covered in human shit Sunday. Check them out right here. Garunuk 22 says, I was swimming in the wave pool at Typhoon Lagoon when a group of boys gathered in a circle in the shallow end. They all pulled down their trunks and pooped in the water together like some kind of horrible ceremony. I got out of there as fast as I could and told the nearest cast member, and the whole wave pool was promptly cleared out.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Dude, they all poop together.
Poop packed.
That's impressive. It's hard to poop in the water.
Yeah. You're in the shallows, though. You get your ass out of it. You can do it.
That's a made-up story, I think. That'll be so hard to do. All right, you all gotta go real bad. Let's do it.
344 Redditors like that one. And then DDA7X replies, this is just 2 weeks ago. I have seen a lot. Bodily fluids no longer bother me after working at Disney. Let's just say that the attraction I work at has what the cast ended up dubbing, quote unquote, the poop hall, because of the amount of times guests have gone in there and pooped in the hallway. We even put up a camera and it didn't stop people from pooping in the hallway. Personal listen 4941 says, I know I'll regret knowing the answer, but which attraction has the poop hall?
What was the answer?
No answer. So your guess on which ride has the poop hall.
Space Island or whatever, because it's dark.
I don't know. Couldn't find out. Apparently, it's so common to have human shit just be on the floor inside the Magic Kingdom of both Disney World and Land that, according to at least one book called Cleaning the Kingdom, they call it Human Code H. Human Code H over the walkies when Disney staff need to go clean up their 10th human shit of that hour.
H is for hot one. We got another hot one.
Yep. Well, they used to have so many horses, Mark.
Heap.
They called it.
We got H is for heap.
Yeah. It's a horse heap originally. They used to have so many horses, they called it Code H. But now there's no horses. There's just a lot of humans that shit on the floor at Disney. So they call it Human Code H.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's that common.
Turns out we can keep Code H, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe they could put some like porta potties in like the middle of the long lines or something to avoid some of this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
more bathrooms, perhaps.
You're right, but that's also kind of gross if you see someone jumping out of the porta potty and getting back in line.
They'd rather you just shit on the floor and have the poor staff have to come and sweep it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
The staff will handle that.
Our boy Hectorio, old school listener, shout out for the Hive trip, is busting on Wes. So Wes did this when he was 19 when he peed his pants.
No, I was legit like 9, maybe 10.
Teen.
Yeah.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, says Chris Slates. Yeah, lots of them going down there.
Something that's dark, right? Because people can just poop in the dark. It's one of the ones that like has a long line, plus part of the line is in total darkness.
Oh no. And yeah. It's got, I think, like you said, Mark, Space Mountain or something like that.
Space Mountain's a good guess.
Going back though, it's Meow Green, unfortunately, says, pretty sure I had a bag of those dino nuggies in the freezer, and nope, all gone. Kid ate the metal shavings. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hopefully Al's kid is okay.
Hey, look, your kid's gonna be fine, but this is don't get any more, right? This is why we
no
do the
more.
story.
Come on,
No
Tyson's
more.
got the bugs and the metal. We got to switch it over. Costco's got I mean, no free ads or whatever, but they have a fantastic alternative.
They do.
Also, Polar Nights. Remember, everybody, you can comment at youtube.com/hardfactornews while we tape the show live if you want to into that sort of thing. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Sunday to Thursday. Polar Nights says, sweet, the evolution of beard growth is back. That's right. I trimmed finally. So now we've got the 3 stages.
Love it.
Stubble, goatee, and full. So.
Yes, sir.
Is that it? That's it. I guess that's it, guys. Do you have anything else for this show, this episode, this installment? Let's go. That's like the Arab version of "Let's go."
It is. It is.
If you're watching like a Persian film, it translates to "Let's go."
Let's go. All right. Yeah. Well, everybody, thank you for listening. We love you all in the Hardo Hive. Your support means the world to us, and it keeps this show going. But what you want to do most importantly today is get out there and have yourself a great fucking day.